Also, Steve, so what
Yeah,
you think about Terence Crawford versus Kell Brook? Apparently that fight is coming up.
Terence.
They're already training,
Well,
and
yeah.
apparently they're in negotiations, so I think the fight is already going to happen. It's probably going to be on ESPN, I think.
Well, Kell is on that, that grind because of what Spence did to him. I'm just saying.
Both his eyes broke.
But Crawford, too, he's an animal. And the boy, he's a journeyman. And those kind of guys that'll fight anybody is a dangerous cat. Yo.
I'm not even going to front. I kind of want Kell Brook to win that fight, man.
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, I'm just saying, Kell Brook's got a lethal punch, too.
And because you watch the when he fought Errol Spence, he was giving, Spence, run for his money. He's not no slouch. It's just that his eye.
But Spence kept coming. He hit Spence. He stood up, and Spence came back and just kept coming.
Stylistically, they kind of canceled each other out. That's why it was such a tit for tat fight until his eye and his vision got messed up. Then he couldn't see it, and that's when he started to, And what's funny, he stopped in the 11th round, so he really tried to make it. So much credit to Kell Brook. Even though I like Spence better, but I just think that, put it like this. It would be better for the sport of boxing if Terence Crawford won that fight, because everybody wants to see Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Nobody wants to see Errol fight Kell Brook again.
But the thing is,
this is going
to be the show and prove with Kell and Crawford, because like the way Spence handled Crawford did hit him with some good shots, and Spence didn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
So we want to see if Crawford could take this power that Kell's got also. So
that's what I'm saying, because Terence Crawford is coming from 140. You know what I'm saying? And he hasn't really fought anybody yet. So technically,
and
that's what I'm saying. So this would be his defining moment to see how well he does in comparison to Errol Spence.
Yes.
Yeah, because I like Terence Crawford and everything like that, but I just haven't seen much from him.
Yeah, like I said, he's a journeyman. What he did, and I like what he did, was he did not back down. He took every fight on. Yeah. And so he made his rep like that. But you're right though. But who did he fight? What kind of fighters did he fight? Mm-hmm. And I respect him too though, because the boy, I mean, he looked like Bud can get down. He can slip and drop, and he can hit hard. But can he take that punch? Errol can deliver some pain. I don't think these cats have seen
Errol is battle tested already. Errol fought Sean Porter, Lamont Peterson, Mikey Garcia, Leonard Bundu, Chris Algieri, Kell Brook. So he's got six high-profile fights.
And after Kell, what happened?
Oh, like
whole enchilada, all these guys.
All these guys, yeah. Terence Crawford, you can't say that because he fought freaking, Jeff Horn, Amir Khan. That's it. And then those are like C-level fighters. Yeah. Amir Khan is kind of past his prime at this point. I think he's retired. Amir Khan don't fight no more. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and the thing is, and Terence Crawford's got the least important belt out of all of them. He's got the WBO belt, which no one really cares about. So he doesn't really have a lot of stock. And when you hear Terence Crawford talk, he talks like he's the man, and you're not the man yet.
Not yet.
Could be. You're not the man yet.
If he gets to Brook, and I mean in a good way, I mean not no decision. You're gonna have to put him down or hit him with something that makes Kell Brook back up. But if Kell Brook buckles him, and I'm just saying, where I'm at is
Terence Crawford been hurt before already.
Huh?
Terence Crawford been hurt before already.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying. Spence has that. He's the body crusher, and if Crawford can't take those body punches, it's gonna be dicey.
Crawford almost fought Danny Garcia, but I think Danny Garcia just didn't take the fight. That would have been a good test for him.
That would have been a test too, right? I don't know how some of these fights don't come through, but that's all with their manager.
Because what happens is, because you gotta understand, Terence Crawford is on ESPN, so it's hard for these networks to want to relinquish whoever gets to show it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These types of things. You're not gonna have Fox trying to share stuff with ESPN or DAZN, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna want to do that.
Errol changed the game because the way he was coming up, and like I said, I didn't even know who he was at one point. I was like, who is this guy? Where's he coming from? And then I started looking at his fights, and I became a fan instantly.
Right.
When I saw the way he was hitting guys, knocking them out just with a body shot, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Nah. So we'll see. I mean, I don't think. I think if that fight, Crawford Brook, was going to happen this year, I think they probably would have announced, the date already. So that might be like a January.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
If they were smart, I think that they should fight in December because Kell Brook hasn't fought in almost 2 years. He hasn't fought since 2018.
So was Spence's last fight?
No. Well, so basically what happened with Kell Brook was, all right, so he lost to Spence. And then he had already been saying before then that, welterweight isn't my real weight. So, I really belong at a heavier weight. So Triple G beat him at 160. Then he went back down, got beat. So then he was like, all right, let me try to fight at 154. And he fought a couple of, like tomato cans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the last guy he beat was Sean Porter, 2014. That was 6 years ago. That was a long time ago.
Yes.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I think if Kell Brook loses to Terence Crawford, he's going to retire. Because there's nowhere to go.
And it depends on the way he loses. Most guys don't retire; they lose by decision.
Well, Kell Brook is not going to fight no Jermell Charlo because Jermell Charlo is going to finish what Errol started. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen to him. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. Kell Brook is smarter than that. That's why he came back down to 140. Because what you going to do at 154? Because there's a difference. And Percy, you know what I'm talking about? Where a lot of fighters, they're not going to be quick to move up and down in weight because that's kind of a big deal. That's not something that people really should be doing willy-nilly. I mean, yeah, you can go up in weight and then fight a tomato can, but you're not going to fight anybody worth note. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so and I think that's the thing with Kell. So you fought, freaking William Rabchenko in London, you know what I'm saying? Some random British guy, and then you feel good about yourself, but then where do you go from here? You know what I'm saying? So
I just want to say I love being a third wheel. It was amazing.
He tried. You made him feel left out. That's not nice.
What you talking about? I just brought him
back in. The people can
MMA.
relate to this. The people
I brought you back in.
No shit about MMA.
But